Hi guys, if you want to hear a longer version of this podcast where we go through you, the viewer, or the listener's game-changing tips, sign up to our version of Patreon that's even better. It's anotherslice.com/absolute game changer. All right, Stanbridge, what you got for me this week?
Glad I'm going first because I'm really scared you're going to say it.
Oh.
It is. My absolute game changer this week is a bidet.
No, I was going to say it.
I'm so glad
My first one this week, I was going to say, I'm happy you said it. Talk about why.
Or a bidet in the UK.
Yeah.
A bidet here.
A bidet.
Bidet.
Americans call it
bidet.
bidet.
And we call it
bidet, which I prefer.
But then it does sound like your birthday.
But it feels like my arse's birthday every time I use it. So bidet works way better.
Well, I'm glad I brought it up because I feel like I had a more of a tough time to be convinced that we should get a bidet, and Talk me through that. I'm going to talk
about having a less dirty arsehole was difficult for you?
So I thought I have never used a bidet before, and Chris has suggested getting a bidet in. During the pandemic, I feel like it was like years ago, right?
Yeah, it was just a point where
toilet tissue was, difficult to get.
I don't get too intimate.
Okay.
But I would say you kill a tree every time you wipe your ass.
Because I like to be clean, but who's got the skid marks on their pants, Chris?
You play with fire and you will get burnt, Christopher. But in my defense, I didn't kill any trees. I just killed many pairs of underwear stitched by people who got paid way too little.
Yeah, all of my Filipino.
Imagine those guys if they found out what I'm doing to the underwear.
I know exactly. Not even no respect.
They literally fingers are bleeding for minimum wage in a country where the minimum wage is appallingly low.
And
then that's what you've done to them.
You just couple of wipes and then that'll do the rest.
Like, look at this guy.
Thanks, mate.
I cried while making them, and you've cried out of your arse onto them.
Oh, brown tears.
But yes, right. So,
but I had never used a bidet.
Yeah,
like I hadn't been to a country that had bidets really. Yeah. And I often use wet wipes as well, which is also terrible for the planet, terrible for anything. And you were like, let's get a bidet, and I was like, but that's gross. They're gross. Like I thought what it did. If I'm being 100% honest.
Yeah, tell me.
I thought what it did was it took the water from the toilet bowl and just splashed it up the way. I don't know why I thought that. I know there was the other ones with the shower head.
So you thought that you would take a shit in the toilet and then they would put... They were just a constant cycle of feces.
Yeah. Yeah, that's why I was like, that's gross. It's the toilet. And then
why would anyone have one of them? Why do you think they were popular?
I know.
How many people with that kink are there?
I don't want to judge people. I am, whatever anyone wants for their arse is a go.
Okay.
And then I was like, okay, that's ridiculous. So I started reading about it when you started mentioning it. And I was like, and our friends got one. And I was like, So I looked it up. And then I thought, okay, that's better. There's a little, what do you call that? A little spray. But I still thought it was taking it from the toilet water and putting it in the spray. And I was like, well, so do you flush? You have to flush first, surely, because you can't use the same toilet water. I don't know what my brain was thinking. I just assumed it was bad. But then I really read up on it and I realized that they don't even take the toilet water. It's not even the same tank. It's from the tap.
Yeah.
But the tap that you brush your teeth with.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, I can get on board with that.
Yeah.
I can get on board.
Wait till you find out they actually spray shit out of the tap that you brush your teeth with.
I know.
That's what happens. I know. Guys, little facts for you. Well, I'm glad that we've talked about, I love you. You're a very intelligent person 90% of the time. 10% of the time, I do feel like I was speaking to Mork from Mork and Mindy, who has no idea how the planet works. We were watching this show Night Agent the other day, and in it they keep saying the phrase POTUS, P-O-T-U-S, for 10 episodes, and you're watching it with me, and I'm asking dumb questions because there's loads of characters and I've turned into my dad and I don't know who anyone is anymore. And you're going, what's wrong with you? And then the next day we're on a flight and you're watching Geostorm, and they
Gerard Butler.
And they explain that POTUS.
No, they don't explain it. They just start saying POTUS, and I'm like, wait, why is that the same name? Is like, I thought it was someone's last name, and that was the character's last name, like Jim Smith. And I was like, but how popular is POTUS for a last name that is
for a president?
2 things?
How many presidents? Jim POTUS and Sarah POTUS. This is the problem with Washington. It's the same family getting in time and time
babies,
after game.
Just always. I didn't know. But that actually proves that action films aren't dumb. They can teach you something.
There we go.
Because I did learn that POTUS is President of the United States. I literally took my earbud out on the plane. I went, Chris, is POTUS for the president? And I didn't even realise it was stood for that. I just thought it was just a word that they called it. Like, I don't know, VP. But that stands for vice president.
Now you've got a clean bumhole.
A clean bumhole.
And a clear mind. Or full mind, full of new information.
Well, yeah.
But it is, if anyone doesn't have one, get one. It
is literally the best. And I also think that it's important that I brought it up because I think I had a steeper learning curve than you because it took me
You still occasionally go, I don't think I'm using it right. We've had it a year. I don't know how you don't know how to use it right. You aim the water through your bum.
When I was first
you were
using
just like, what are you doing? Turning around, looking at it, like, what's
opening my mouth. Like, when I first started using it, I was like, oh my God, this is so great. Oh my God, this is amazing. So clean. And then I stopped and I turned around to look and I had sprayed our entire wall and an entire, like, what do you call it? Like, toilet rolls. Just a stack of toilet rolls. I just flushed it.
So there you go. So whatever way is happening, you're still killing the trees.
Yeah, but now I'm not. And actually, extra little tip on the Game Changer that I realised that I didn't know when I looked it up, that if you are like, maybe you're struggling to do a poo one day, a little bit blocked up, actually just going and sitting on it, turning it on, loosens, moistens.
It's like pressing a button, isn't it?
It's like pressing a button.
You press a button in your bum and it opens the
flaps,
hatch.
The hatch.
The flap hatch. Yeah, couldn't agree more. I was thinking the other day in Asia, they've got these water guns. When I was 18, so like 18 years ago. I don't know how long ago it was. You would spray it up there, and I was like, "This is like, what was that? 2005? That's like, They had like, they had bum health sorted before the internet, but in America, only now are people like, I should probably have a clean bum. Like, they're like, now they've got all the porn. They've done that. Dirty mind, clean bum. That's it. They've done it that way around. Anyway, if anyone doesn't have one, get one.
Get one.
They're only like $100.
What was the thing that you said? Why would you, if you had shit on on like a table, would you just rub it in?
With a bit of paper?
With a bit of paper. Or would you wash it away?
Would you wash it away with poo water? You'd wash it away with poo water. All right. There we go. That's a game changer. I mean,
that is an absolute.
It was on my list. I'm going to have to remove it from the... Well, I mean, it's still on the list.
I'm so glad I went first.
Okay. I'm going to say...
Right, Martin, what's yours?
Let's keep it domestic. If you are somebody who likes to be on time, which means you are the correct person in the relationship, and you have another person in your relationship, this one who is always late, what I started to do was just lie about when we had to leave the house, because it was every time we were always late. And then I'm guilty, but people are like, you guys are late. I'm like, I wasn't late. I was with someone that was late. I own up
to it.
And I can't just drive off separate from you. You've only got one car. So I started.
Would you if we had two cars?
I'd love to, yeah. I'd love to. Get me a second car, electric car, better for the planet. Get me there. And then you'd feel guilty if you went in the petrol. Oh, she has to come in the petrol. She's killing the planet again.
And I'm late.
She's always killing trees, this one. For her bum hygiene
Greta
and her lateness.
Don't get on.
Thunberg would have a bloody nightmare if she met you. If she ever met you, you'd probably get there too late and she'd already gone.
But basically, your game changer is lying to your significant other.
My game changer. It's not lying. It's improving your life. Because I'd get so stressed about it. I'd be there going, fuck, we're going to be late. So then I just said, you said, what time do I have to leave? And I'd say 7 o'clock. It's supposed to be 7:15. And then we'd still leave about 5 minutes late. But then what I've noticed has started to happen, correct me if I'm wrong, is you have accounted for this.
Yeah.
And you started to know that I'm doing 50 minutes late. So I've actually just added to another I'm making it 25 minutes early now. Soon I'm going to be what time do I have to leave? 9 a.m. for dinner. Down the road. 9 a.m. But it just makes your life, if you're the on-time person, don't get annoyed because there's other stuff going on. There's a multitude of reasons for your lateness. There's outfits, there's anxiety, there's all those things.
Yeah.
So just free yourself. Free yourself of that stress and just say...
Just lie.
Just lie.
Just lie.
Guys.
Lie to the one you love.
Lie to the one you love.
I actually did see
the key to a good relationship.
I saw a tweet or something, one of those things. I don't know, meme gif thing. And it said...
Wait, Jeremy Clarkson, he's like 65. What are those things on the internet?
I don't know. Anyway,
it was a thing.
Anyway, I didn't know that fucking a tushy used non-shit water. I don't know anything. But it was saying my friend says to his girlfriend, guess where we're eating tonight? Yeah. And the first place she guesses, he just brings her there.
I like
Instead
that.
Of having to come up with weird...
I love it.
It's like all just like little tweaks to get to the root of the problem.
Why is that? It's like a kind of common stereotype that in a relationship, in a standardly, boringly common, I would say, heterosexual relationship with a man and a woman. It's boring. Mm-hmm. So whatever. Mm-hmm. It's not interesting anymore. Why is the stereotype that the female is often indecisive and doesn't know where to eat? Why is that? Because it's not actually true. Because you go, I don't mind, and then I'll say someone, and then you do mind. You do mind about the place. It's only you don't mind when I say the correct place.
I think
yes,
it is. One reason is because women are more likely to want to please than men. Mm. And even though we know what we want, we're so predispositioned to go, what do you fancy first? And then we hope that it aligns with what we want.
Nice.
And if not, we then have to make the decision, shall I just please him and say, yeah, no, totally, pizza would be great, when really I just want sushi.
I've had that before where we've gone somewhere and I was like, this is good, isn't it? And you're like, it's fine. I go, why did you agree to it then? Why?
No, because I want you to be happy, but then I also want sushi.
You're eating something you don't want and we've made it here 25 minutes later than we wanted to be. This is terrible. No one's having a good time. They hate us anyway because we turned up. All right. So my game changer is lying. Do you have
lying to my face?
Like that one?
Yeah. Do you know what? Yeah, because it makes you... I mean, I would say the game changer should be you just chill out about being late.
No. Because there's other people relying on... No, because then society breaks down if we all just chill out, man. Let's just chill out and turn up whenever we want.
Not whenever we want.
You get your reservation cancelled at most restaurants if you're over 15 minutes late. And that should apply to friendships and marriages, actually. Divorced if you're over 15 minutes late.
Yeah, that's true. Okay.
All right. There we go.
I agree, though. I agree.
Do you want to hear our comedians one?
Yes, please.
Okay, here we go.
I have not heard this yet.
This is comedian and reality television star Seann Walsh from the UK.
Oh, gosh.
Hi, Chris. Hi, Hannah. Sorry, on the move in London, very windy. Listen, we all know that feeling when we see an unrecognised number calling on our phone. Fear shoots through your body. Who is it? What do they want? Here's a little tip. Wait for them to stop calling. Now, save the number. Preferably using A's. Lots of A's. A, so it goes to the top of the phone book. Now, go to WhatsApp. Go to the person named click on the profile picture, you'll see who it is. You still probably won't want to call them back.
That is so much effort to not call someone.
I had no idea
like
where that was
the
going.
energy of a psycho stalker
But in reverse.
But to not stalk someone.
Yeah.
It's like, I'll do all the research, but I don't want to make I'm not going to do the heist. I'm just going to...
That's like the other you. That's like that TV show.
It's a different version of the TV show
where
You.
he just really uses all of his skills.
He does all his skills to plan it.
Spy,
and then he shuts his door,
someone.
Pulls his blinds down, and just goes to bed.
That's insane.
Yeah. But in a way, so sane.
Yeah, I mean,
in a way, the sanest thing ever, because, I mean, in this part of the world, they do have a thing where it normally says scam likely if you're being called.
Yeah, that's a really
number.
Good thing here, actually, which doesn't happen in the UK.
Yeah, but it's good, but it's partly because every company here just gives your number away, so you get so many scam calls.
Yeah, that's true.
But it's good to know. But if you don't know, that's fine. That also, though, then this weird type of spam started to happen. I don't know if anyone's getting it. Where you just get a text, a random number goes, "Oh, lovely seeing you last night. Want to go for dinner again?" And then you're like, "Who is it?" And I don't know if they're hoping that sad men will just be like, "I have no idea who this person is, apart from the fact they wrote a nice message to me.
Yeah.
But I will exchange details with them, and then I guess give them some money."
Yeah, I don't know what the end game is. I get them a lot. I get a lot of like, "Joan, we're picking you up for the meeting on Tuesday." And I'm like...
So they hope that you're just like the easiest person to kidnap ever. You're just like, "Sweet, I'm free on Tuesday. I love meetings.
Hope it's an Uber Black.
I've always wanted to be called Joan. Take me to your van." There we go. I love that from Seann, actually.
I actually think that's... So it's mostly for... It's not really for scam calls, though. It's not for like...
His is any number who's not saved in his phone?
Yeah, so it's actually to find out a specific person, because you wouldn't have a WhatsApp for like a company.
Yeah.
I don't think that many people are calling me that I don't know. It's mostly companies, but that's really...
He's a popular guy.
I didn't even think about...
It's been on I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here.
Yeah, he's going to have a lot of... Yeah.
A lot of random people.
It's definitely what's going to happen when this gets released.
Yeah, mate.
Our lives are going to change.
Oh, mate, we're going to be fucking having so many
I'm going to have... Oh, my God, I
will
want BBBs, CCCs, WhatsApp.
Seann, love that. Thanks,
thank you so much,
Seann.
Seann. That's crazy.
That
was like FBI levels.
Yeah. It's like a hacker.
Yeah.
But using his skills to help the government rather than bring the downfall of humanity.
Truth.
Instead, he's using his stalking skills to just not call someone.
Yeah.
Brilliant. Guys, that was absolute game changer. Like, subscribe, all those things. If you want to hear a listener's game-changing tip in the extended version of this, check out the details in the podcast description, and you can listen to the bonus content at your pleasure.
So we can get a second car so Chris can be on time to places.
Correct.